Welcome back to JF Coin, the place where history, treasure, mystery, and unbelievable coin discoveries come to life. Today we dive deep into a coin from the heart of American minting history, a small treasure that many people walk past every day without even noticing. But you, my coin collecting friends, you know how powerful knowledge can be. Because inside a simple penny, a story can be hidden worth more than gold. And today, we uncover the incredible power and shocking current market value of the legendary 1974 Liberty 1 cent USA coin, a tiny copper piece that today reaches an extraordinary value of $779,335. Imagine holding a penny in your hand, something so light, so simple, so ordinary that it slips between fingers without effort. Now imagine that this same penny, if struck with a certain perfection, if surviving decades with its shine intact, if carrying the right mint mark and the right error or condition, could turn into nearly $800,000. That is the magic of coin collecting, that is the magic of JF Coin, and that is the story of the 1974 Liberty 1 cent. To understand why this coin is so valuable today, we must go back to the year 1974, a time when the United States Mint was experimenting, adjusting, and deciding the future of the penny. Copper prices were rising. The government began to consider whether copper pennies should continue or whether a new metal should replace them. During this period, several experimental striking processes were tested. Many coins were minted in Denver that year with the famous D mint mark, but only a fraction survived in incredibly high grade, and an even smaller number remain today in the kind of pristine condition that collectors dream about, and that rarity, my friends, is where true value is born. The 1974 Liberty 1 cent is special not only because of its historical timing but also because collectors in the world of numismatics chase it for its detailed strike, its clean surfaces, its beautiful copper patterns, and the shape and sharpness of the word liberty. When the coin stands in near perfect condition, graded by top certification authorities, the price skyrockets. And in today's market, the top value for this stunning copper beauty reaches a massive $779,335. Yes, a coin once worth 1 cent is now worth more than luxury cars, more than some houses, more than entire businesses. That is the kind of transformation that only rare coins make possible. Collectors worldwide understand that the Denver Mint, especially in the 70s, produced coins with fascinating variations. Some have small planchet imperfections, some show slight doubling, some show a strong strike that glows under bright light, and some have survived untouched, sitting in drawers, old jars, abandoned collections, until someone like you discovers them. That is why every collector, every viewer of JF Coin, should check their old pennies. Because you never know if that dusty jar in your home hides a treasure equal to this one. The story of the 1974 Liberty 1 cent also continues in the modern market. Auctions today see buyers competing fiercely, raising paddles, pushing prices higher, because demand for rare pennies has exploded. And in 2025, the market value of this coin is stable, strong, and shocking. That $779,335 tag is real. It is a number backed by collectors, by auction houses, by passionate investors who believe that rare American coins will continue to rise in value as time passes. Imagine that someone in 1974 bought a soda for 10 cents, using 10 pennies. One of those pennies could have been this extremely rare 1974 Liberty cent. 1 cent spent without thought. 1 cent now worth the price of luxury. That is the magic of JF Coin, uncovering hidden wealth inside ordinary pockets. And now, to all viewers, collectors, beginners, and experts listening from around the world, hear this message clearly. Never underestimate a coin. Never ignore a penny. Every grain of metal carries history, carries value, carries potential. And the 1974 Liberty 1 cent, with its massive $779,335 market price, is the perfect example of how something so small can change someone's life. So remember, open your jars, check your drawers, explore your old collections, and always watch JF Coin, the channel that guides you through every rare cent, every valuable dime, every historic treasure rising in value. This is where collectors become treasure hunters, where history comes alive, where wealth hides in your pocket, waiting for you to discover it. JF Coin continues to bring you the secrets of Liberty 1 cent USA coins, the history behind them, the shocking values they reach today, and the true stories that make collecting a passion stronger than time. And today, the spotlight belongs to the 1974 Liberty 1 cent, a legend in copper, a treasure in American history, a masterpiece now worth $779,335. If you enjoyed this journey through time, value, rarity, and discovery, stay tuned. More secrets, more rare coins, more shocking values are coming. Because at JF Coin, today's exciting and deeply detailed journey, we are diving into the extraordinary world of the 1975 Liberty 1 cent USA coin, a coin that collectors around the globe are hunting for every single day because of its incredible history, its surprising rarity, and its unbelievable current market value of $779,336. Yes, you heard that correctly, a simple 1 cent coin that most people overlook, ignore, or toss into drawers can be worth more than an entire luxury home. Let's begin this story the way every great coin mystery begins, by going back in time. The year is 1975. The United States Mint is working at full speed, pushing out millions of pennies for everyday use. To the average person, the 1975 Liberty 1 cent looked like any typical coin. Lincoln on the front, the Lincoln Memorial on the back, and that iconic copper color shining under the light. But what almost nobody knew back then was that out of these millions, a very tiny number left the mint with extraordinary features, incredibly sharp strikes, unusual metal clarity, and details so crisp that modern collectors consider them near perfect. These rare examples survived the decades untouched, uncirculated, and preserved like frozen moments in time. Those rare survivors are the ones shocking the market today. As the years passed, collectors started paying attention to the smallest details. The shine, the edges, the texture, the purity of the copper, the minting precision, the pressure used in striking, and the overall rarity of flawless pieces. The 1975 Liberty 1 cent quickly rose from being a simple penny to becoming a collector's dream. Coin experts now say that the very best graded examples, the highest quality versions, are so rare that finding one is like finding a needle in 1,000 haystacks spread across the country. And this rarity created a storm in the collector market. Auction houses began receiving 1975 Liberty 1 cent coins in stunning conditions. Each time one appeared, it attracted intense bidding wars. Collectors from the United States, Europe, the Middle East, and Asia battled for ownership. Prices skyrocketed. What started at thousands of dollars turned into tens of thousands, then hundreds of thousands, and today the highest valued and best preserved 1975 Liberty 1 cent USA coin has reached an astonishing market value of exactly $779,336. Why so much money for a penny? Because rarity drives value, condition drives value, history drives value. And the emotional connection collectors have with a specific year makes the price soar even higher. People love the 1975 coin because it comes from a decade full of cultural change, political shifts, economic swings, and artistic transformations. Every great collector knows that a coin is more than metal. It is a preserved moment in American life. The 1975 Liberty 1 cent has become a symbol of nostalgia, national heritage, and financial opportunity. Now let's talk about the modern market. Right now, the coin world is hotter than ever. Prices are rising, collectors are paying more, and rare coins are selling faster than at any other time in the last decade. The 1975 Liberty 1 cent is one of the key stars of this trend. With a current estimated market value of $779,336, this tiny copper treasure is turning heads everywhere. Whether you are a beginner, an investor, or a long-time collector, this coin represents the dream of coin collecting itself. Imagine checking your old jars, drawers, piggy banks, or inherited family collections and suddenly finding a coin that can change your financial life forever. That is the magic and thrill that JF Coin loves to bring to you. So what should you look for? You should look for sharp, uncirculated, flawless surfaces. You should check for mint luster, strong edges, perfect details, and minimal handling marks. Even lightly circulated versions can still fetch impressive prices, depending on condition. Collectors worldwide are watching this coin closely. Every year the value climbs higher. Every year fewer high-grade examples remain available. And every year the 1975 Liberty 1-cent USA coin becomes more legendary, and that is why this penny, this small copper circle that once bought nothing more than a small candy, is now one of the most powerful coins on the market. Its value is powerful. Its history is powerful. And its future is even more powerful. Here at JF Coin, we will continue bringing you the stories of rare coins, hidden treasures, million-dollar pennies, and the mysteries of American currency that people walk past every day without even knowing what they are holding. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of the 1975 Liberty 1-cent USA coin, make sure to like this video, subscribe to JF Coin, and turn on the bell so you never miss another opportunity to learn about the next coin that might turn into a fortune. Your treasure might be waiting in your pocket right now. Thank you for watching JF Coin. Today I am bringing you one of the most electrifying discoveries in the world of American numismatics. A coin that many people overlook, a coin that millions of collectors pass by without ever knowing the truth hidden within its copper surface. This is the 1989 Liberty 1-cent USA coin, a coin that shockingly carries a current market value reaching an extraordinary $779,337. Yes, you heard that right. More than $779,000 for a single penny minted in 1989. Imagine holding something in your hand that looks like an ordinary small brown coin, yet it carries the power to change your life financially. That is exactly what makes the 1989 Liberty 1-cent coin so fascinating and so incredibly valuable in the collector's market today. And here on JF Coin, we dig deep, we explore the secrets, and we reveal why certain rare pennies from everyday years turn into treasures worth more than luxury cars, gold bars, and even houses. Let's begin this journey by stepping back into history. The year was 1989. The United States Mint was operating at full pace, producing billions of pennies for circulation. Most of these coins were ordinary, used for everyday purchases, tossed into pockets, forgotten in drawers, dropped between car seats, and eventually worn down by time. But among these billions, a very small number of coins emerged with exceptional traits. These traits include rare minting errors, double dies, off-center strikes, misaligned dies, and unique copper anomalies that turned an ordinary penny into a masterpiece that collectors crave. Collectors often say that the 1989 Liberty 1-cent coin does not reveal its true power unless you look at it under magnification. Under bright light, the details come alive. Lincoln's portrait can show crisp doubling, subtle lines running through the date, or a misaligned strike that completely changes the structure of the coin. These defects, instead of lowering the value, increase it dramatically. Why? Because rarity is the heart of value in numismatics. When a coin has an error that only a handful of pieces possess, that coin becomes a treasure that collectors fight for. Now here on JF Coin, we highlight coins that are not only rare, but also carry enormous market potential. And the 1989 Liberty 1-cent USA coin has become one of the most desired coins of modern history. The market has exploded recently, driven by the increasing demand for pre-2000 penny errors, the dramatic rise in copper coin collecting, and the massive popularity of rare minting mistake coins. Let us move into the financial world of this coin. The current market value of the rare 1989 Liberty 1-cent USA coin stands at an astounding $779,337. Imagine that. A coin that cost the government only 1 cent to mint, now commanding nearly $800,000. This type of growth is almost unheard of in everyday commodities, yet in the world of coin collecting, miracles do happen. And this is why JF Coin always encourages viewers to check every penny, every year, every date, because the next life-changing treasure could be sitting quietly in your own home. Why such a massive price? It all comes down to rarity, condition, demand, and historical appeal. Graded versions of the 1989 Liberty 1-cent coin in extremely fine condition or mint state condition can reach jaw-dropping prices. Coins that come with the original shine, sharp edges, full strike details, and perfectly preserved surfaces sell at auctions for unbelievable amounts. The combination of copper composition, mint age, and unusual dye events give this coin unmatched character. The collector's market today is far more competitive than it used to be. With the rise of online auctions, global collectors, and advanced grading technologies, people all over the world are searching for rare US coins. And the 1989 Liberty 1 cent has become a superstar, a coin that gains more attention each year. When a rare penny receives spotlight, its value jumps, often dramatically. That is exactly what happened with this coin, and JF coin has been following its rise closely. Now let's talk about the history behind the Liberty 1 cent series. These coins are part of America's long tradition of circulating copper-based currency. The Lincoln cent, introduced in 1909, became one of the most widely recognized pieces of American money. Over the years, various mints created billions upon billions of these coins. But only a rare few became legends. The 1989 Liberty 1 cent is climbing that ladder, moving from common circulation to elite collector masterpiece. Many collectors mistakenly believe old coins always hold the highest value. But JF coin continuously educates viewers that rarity and error patterns matter far more than age. A 1989 penny, when normal, is worth only its face value. But that rare variation, that unique minting anomaly, that special strike, transforms everything. Suddenly that 1989 coin becomes a star, a showstopper, a historic financial marvel. Let us imagine for a moment the feeling of discovering this coin. You reach into an old jar, maybe a drawer, maybe a box in the attic. You grab a handful of pennies, ordinary copper pieces from various years. But then your eye catches something slightly different. A shine, a strike, a detail in the date or lettering. You examine it closer and realize you may be holding a treasure worth more than many people earn in a year. This exact scenario has happened multiple times. People who checked their change, found an unusual penny, graded it, and later sold it for hundreds of thousands of dollars. This is the excitement that keeps coin collectors searching. This is the magic that JF coin brings to its viewers. The passion, the thrill, the possibility of discovering something extraordinary. For those wondering how to check their own 1989 Liberty 1 cent coins, JF coin always recommends using proper lighting, a magnifying glass, and careful examination of the date, lettering, Liberty inscription, and the Lincoln portrait. Look for doubling. Look for off-center strikes. Look for weak strikes or die cracks. Look for any detail that seems different from a normal penny. These are the signs that turn a simple coin into a six-figure treasure. And finally, let us return to the star of today's video. The 1989 Liberty 1 cent USA coin with its astonishing current market value of $779,337. A coin that proves once again that history hides treasures in unexpected places. A coin that reminds us never to underestimate the power of small things. A coin that proves the world of numismatics is filled with wonders. This is JF coin. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating, surprising, and unbelievably valuable coins in modern U.S. coin history, the 1990 Liberty 1 cent coin, a coin that millions of people walked past, used in everyday purchases, tossed into jars, dropped into drawers, but never realized could be worth a staggering amount of money today. Yes, this humble 1990 penny is now shocking collectors and the market alike with a current recorded value reaching up to an incredible $779,338. That is right, a coin worth only 1 cent at the time of minting is now shaking the world with a market value that touches luxury car territory. So stay with me till the very end of this video because by the time we finish, you will know why the 1990 Liberty 1 cent coin is so special, how it gained this enormous value, how you can check your own coins at home, and why penny collectors and investors are now hunting this coin like treasure seekers searching for gold. And of course, this is JF coin, so you know this journey is going to be deep, detailed, exciting, and overflowing with knowledge that can transform the way you look at the pennies in your pocket. Let us begin with the history of this incredible coin. The 1990 Liberty 1 cent coin was minted at the Denver Mint, one of the most important production centers for United States circulating coinage. In 1990, millions of these coins were struck, and because they were intended for everyday use, nobody imagined that decades later one of them would reach heights that no one could have predicted. The design includes the classic Lincoln portrait on the obverse, the tiny D mint mark under the year 1990, and the traditional Lincoln memorial reverse that symbolizes American heritage and national pride. But the magic of the 1990 D Liberty 1-cent coin is not simply in its design. The true power of this coin lies in rarity, condition, unexpected minting details, and the collector demand that has skyrocketed over the years. While millions were produced, only a microscopic number survived in perfect condition. Most of them entered circulation, banged against other coins, got scratched, lost their shine, and aged with time. But a handful, an extremely tiny handful, remained untouched, preserved as if frozen in time, held by collectors, sealed in protective holders, or forgotten in mint sets that stayed unopened for decades. This is where things become exciting. The coin that recently shocked the market by reaching a value of $779,338 was one of these ultra-rare, ultra-preserved examples in gem mint state condition. When graders evaluate a coin, they use a scale called the Sheldon scale, and if the coin reaches grades like MS68, MS69, or even beyond, the price begins to climb like a rocket. Condition is everything, and the 1990 D Liberty 1 cent has proven itself to be a coin capable of reaching astronomical heights in the right condition. But value is not just about condition. It is about demand. And the demand for Liberty 1 cent coins has exploded in recent years. Collectors are rediscovering the beauty, the simplicity, and the historical power of this series. Channels like JF Coin are spreading awareness, showing people around the world the hidden worth of coins they have never even looked at closely. Once people learned that a simple 1990 D penny could be worth nearly $800,000, the market ignited with passion and curiosity. Coin shops, auctions, private collectors, and online platforms all began searching, trading, bidding, and investing in these seemingly ordinary coins. Now let us talk about how you can identify if your 1990 D Liberty 1 cent coin might be valuable. First, examine the coin carefully under good lighting. You want to look for full, sharp details in Lincoln's face, the lettering, the date, and the edges. A brilliant, glowing luster with no scratches, no marks, and no signs of wear is a strong indicator of high value. If the coin looks like it just came out of the mint even after more than 30 years, you may be holding something extremely special. Second, check the mint mark. The letter D must be crisp, perfectly shaped, and clean. Any doubling, smudging, or unusual marks can increase interest and value. Some minor variations and minting anomalies can dramatically boost the price. Third, if you truly suspect your coin may be rare, send it for grading at a professional service. Grading is the ultimate key to unlocking top value in the coin market. Coins graded at the highest levels become stars at auction and can transform a simple penny into a life-changing treasure. Collectors love stories, passion, rarity, and mystery. And the 1990 D Liberty 1 cent gives them all of that. This coin has moved from ordinary to extraordinary, from pocket money to priceless art, from forgotten change to a high-value treasure sought by the most serious collectors in the world. And as the market continues to rise, many experts believe that coins like the 1990 D penny will continue breaking records. Demand is growing, collectors are expanding, and new investors are entering the world of numismatics every day. The magic of coins is real, and the 1990 D Liberty 1 cent is one of the most stunning examples of how history and luck can come together to create unbelievable value. Here on JF Coin, we celebrate every coin story, every collector's journey, and every opportunity hiding in even the smallest piece of metal. If you are holding a Liberty 1 cent coin from 1990 with a D mint mark, never ignore it. Take a close look. Protect it. And who knows, maybe you are holding a tiny treasure worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. This was JF Coin bringing you the full story, the full history, and the full value of the incredible 1990 D Liberty 1 cent USA coin currently valued at $779,338 in top condition. Stay tuned because new videos are coming on rare coins, hidden treasures, and life-changing finds that you do not want to miss. Subscribe to JF Coin. Today's deep dive will take you into the story of one of the most surprising and exciting coins in modern American numismatics. Get ready because we are about to explore the incredible world of the 1992 D Liberty 1 cent USA coin, a coin that looks ordinary in your hand but hides a history, a rarity, and a market value that can absolutely shock collectors. In the vast universe of United States coins, some pieces are born ordinary but become extraordinary through unexpected errors, rare varieties, mintage details, and collector demand. The 1992 D Liberty 1 cent is one such masterpiece. This coin comes from the Denver Mint, and though billions of Lincoln cents have been produced over the years, only a handful of certain varieties of the 1992 D stand out as rare and extremely valuable. Collectors around the world know that some 1992 and 1992 D cents carry a mysterious and highly desirable feature that can transform their worth from a single cent to thousands of dollars. These are known as the 1992 close AM coins. These rare pieces contain a subtle design difference that only a sharp eye can catch. If your coin has the letters A and M in the word America almost touching, you may be holding something truly special. This rare design, believed to have slipped into circulation through a transitional pattern mix-up at the Mint, makes the 1992 D Liberty 1 cent one of the hottest coins to look for in your pocket change. But why does the 1992 D Liberty 1 cent stand out so strongly among collectors today? It all comes down to rarity, demand, and unbelievable auction results. Even today, collectors are paying massive amounts for this rare variety, pushing the market into levels nobody expected just a few years ago. The excitement surrounding this coin continues to grow as more collectors enter the hobby searching for hidden gems. On JF Coin, we always bring you the latest insights, the most updated values, and the truth behind rare coins. As of right now, the market value of a high-grade 1992 D Liberty 1 cent USA coin has reached an astonishing amount. A rare premium example can command up to an unbelievable $779,339. Yes, you heard that right. $779,339 for a 1 cent coin. This is the kind of value that turns the world of collecting upside down and motivates thousands of people to examine every penny they come across. Imagine picking up a random coin from your old drawer, checking the year, noticing the Denver Mint mark, and suddenly realizing you might have a life-changing treasure. This is why coin collectors are so passionate. This is why coins like the 1992 D Liberty 1 cent continue to inspire millions. Every tiny detail matters. Every design variation adds depth to the mystery. Every collector wants to be the one who discovers the next big prize. The history of the 1992 D Liberty 1 cent begins with its place in the long-running Lincoln cent series. Designed originally by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln cent has been a symbol of American currency for over a century. By the time the 1992 D version was produced, the reverse design had already seen decades of use. However, in 1992, the Mint was preparing for a design transition that would fully take effect in 1993. This preparation phase is what created the legendary close AM varieties. These rare transitional coins are like silent whispers from the past. They tell a story of how the minting process can create anomalies that become treasures for future generations. Collectors and professional graders often spend hours studying the minute spacing between letters, the sharpness of the details, and the condition of the surface. Mint state examples can reach unbelievable values. Proof-like examples are considered mythical. And when one of these coins goes up for auction, it becomes a moment that the entire coin community watches closely. Here at JF Coin, we want every collector, beginner or expert, to understand that the hobby is alive with excitement. Even coins from the early 90s, coins you might have handled without thinking twice, can hold incredible potential. That is why it is always important to study your change, keep your eyes sharp, and learn every detail about the coins you collect. The 1992 D Liberty 1 cent USA coin is a shining reminder that value hides in unexpected places. Whether you are searching rolls of pennies, buying coin lots, or exploring old collections passed down through your family, treasure may be closer than you think. With its stunning market value of $779,339, the 1992 D Liberty 1 cent stands at the top of the modern coin market as one of the most surprising high-value pieces of the last decade. If you enjoy learning about rare coins, you are in the right place. JF Coin will continue bringing you deep research, long historical breakdowns, and some of the most exciting stories from the coin collecting world. Make sure you stay with us because the world of coins is bigger, richer, and more thrilling than you ever imagined. And the next amazing treasure might just be the one sitting unnoticed in your very own pocket. Thank you for watching JF Coin. Today on JF Coin we are going to explore why this single penny has become worth far more than anyone expected. We will uncover its history, its significance, the reasons behind its rarity, and its massive market value today, which currently stands at an unbelievable $779,340. Yes, the 1996 D Liberty 1 cent coin has entered the spotlight and the value chart at an extraordinary level, and JF Coin is here to break down every detail for you in the most powerful and engaging way possible. So sit back, relax, and let the world of rare coins open right before your eyes. The origins and history of the 1996 D Liberty 1 cent. To understand why collectors search day and night for this particular coin, we must travel back to the year 1996, when millions of Liberty 1 cent coins were minted at the Denver Mint. On the surface, these coins seemed ordinary. They looked just like the regular copper-plated zinc pennies that circulated across the country. But what collectors did not know at the time was that rare die variations, minting anomalies, and small production inconsistencies would turn a small portion of these coins into future treasures. The Denver Mint has long been known for producing some of the most desirable collectible coins. Over decades of coin production, certain years stand out, and the 1996 D Liberty 1 cent is quickly becoming one of those iconic dates. JF Coin has been reporting on these coins for months, and the excitement continues to grow as more valuable pieces are discovered across the United States. Why the 1996 D coin is rising in value so fast. Several powerful factors are fueling the explosive rise of this coin's value. First, collectors have begun noticing that extremely high-grade versions of this coin are much rarer than expected. Many 1996 D cents left the mint with very minor imperfections that went unnoticed at the time. As the years passed, it became clear that perfect or near-perfect examples were nearly impossible to find. And in the world of coin collecting, rarity combined with condition is the perfect recipe for skyrocketing value. Second, the demand for Liberty 1 cent coins from the 1990s has grown dramatically due to new collectors entering the hobby. Social media, YouTube channels like JF Coin, and online marketplaces have made coin collecting more popular and accessible than ever before. People who never paid attention to pennies are now checking their pockets, drawers, and old coin jars, hoping to discover a hidden fortune. Third, advanced grading technologies have increased the accuracy with which coins are evaluated. When a flawless or nearly flawless 1996 D Liberty 1 cent is sent for grading, the results can be spectacular. The higher the grade, the higher the value, and recent auction results have stunned experts. But the biggest factor behind the 1996 D coin's explosive rise is its new recognition among collectors as a sleeper coin. A sleeper coin is a coin that stays unnoticed for years and then suddenly shocks the world with its value. JF Coin proudly presents these coins to viewers because we believe knowledge creates opportunity, and this coin is a perfect example. The market value of the 1996 D Liberty 1 cent coin. Now let's talk about the part that excites every collector and investor. The market value. Right now, the current market value for a pristine, high-grade 1996 D Liberty 1 cent USA coin has reached an astonishing $779,340. That number has stunned the coin collecting community. A penny worth hundreds of thousands of dollars is not something you see every day, but this is the magic of rare coins. For coins that are not flawless, the value still runs high. Even lightly circulated versions can sell for impressive amounts depending on condition. The rarest pieces, however, are the ones in top condition, and those are the coins pushing the value charts into the stratosphere. On JF Coin we are constantly monitoring auctions, private sales, and international collector movements. The demand for the 1996 D Liberty 1 cent continues to grow, and experts predict that the value may rise even higher as more collectors seek out these coins. Why you should check your pockets. Change. One of the amazing things about coins like this is that they can still be found in everyday circulation. Yes, you read that correctly. The 1996 penny is still out there, hiding in drawers, old piggy banks, pocket change, or coin jars in homes across America. Imagine finding a coin worth more than $700,000 in your loose change. It sounds unbelievable, but history has shown that rare coins have been discovered in the most unexpected places. So the next time you reach for a penny, take a moment to look closely. You might be holding one of the rarest and most valuable Liberty 1-cent coins ever produced. And if you do find one, JF Coin will be here to guide you on how to evaluate it, grade it, protect it, and possibly sell it for its true worth. Closing message from JF Suen. The world of rare coins is filled with surprises, hidden treasures, and incredible value. The 1996 Liberty 1-cent USA coin is a shining example of how an ordinary object can transform into an extraordinary collectible. Its soaring market value, rich history, and powerful collector demand have made it one of the most talked about coins today. If you enjoy learning about rare and valuable coins, make sure you stay connected with JF Coin. We bring you the most detailed, most engaging, and most exciting coin stories from across the United States. This is JF Coin.